Welcome back, everybody. We took the scenic route on the way to Cortez, Colorado to get that spare tire I'm looking for. And we got relief from the heat that I was looking for. I think it's maybe 70 degrees or a little bit maybe. It's quite comfortable here. We're at Candis Flats campground. There's a little bit of cell service here, both AT&T and Verizon. We have a little bit of cell service, so it's all good. We like it here. And it's the kind of place that I can let Bella off leash. Come on, girl. You want to come down and get some water? Come on, this way. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Get down and get yourself a nice drink of water. Good. Good water. Whoa, that water is cold. That water is cold. Come on, girl. So that is a little boat launch there, I guess, for whitewater rafters when the water's high enough. There's a signing thing over there. If you put a boat in, you're supposed to sign in. Well, the signs are a bit faded. It's hard to read any of this stuff, but this is the San Miguel River. Okay, where are we at? We took let me see here. We are here, Candis Flats Recreation Site, and somewhere, actually we're here, and we have come up here, and it's been a steady gentle climb. We're just over 7,000 feet, and we have to go up here almost to Telluride, which is about between, I think, 8,000 and 9,000 feet. And then we have to cross before we head back down the mountain to where our tire is at, down in Cortez, Colorado. I think there's a pass here that we have to go over 10,000 feet. So from here it is about 7 to 10. I think we're in for a much steeper climb in this section. Boy, Betty better be ready. Come on, this way. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. Run, 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 run. They do have the vault toilets there, and just a couple of picnic tables and charcoal or grills. I think there's just 2 of each scattered around. There's only 4 or 5 campsites. There's one in the woods behind me. There's a tent in there, and there's another nice pull off along the river up that ways a little bit. Other than that, there's a parking lot down at the end. So there's room for big rigs down here. Pretty easy to get to. So far, I'm unsure about the steep climb ahead of us. It's a good thing Betty's been running good and dependable. I hope she's up for it. Maybe I'll use the camcorder here and see if we can zoom in on these hills a little bit. Okay, I think I have my little $5 tripod here, so pardon me if this is a little bumpy, but it was convenient. Whoa! All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Any animals up there? Wow. Yep, pretty nice surroundings. Nice landscape here. Right along the water's edge too. Bella, Bella, Bella. Come here. Come here, Bella. Come here. Hi, girl. Hi, girl. So, yep, we got out of that yucky heat. Got by a nice river. It has nice cold drinking water. Oh, girl. Sniff, 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 sniff. Wonder if any critters seek shelter up there. So we did stay here last night, and you know, the sound of the water. Yeah, it was quiet here. Sound of the water. It was just really peaceful. This is a nice place. Well, I guess Bella's done. There you go. Oh, and there's supposed to have been an old railroad that ran up over and across that pass. I don't know if there'll be any remnants of it or not, but just thought I'd mention that. That'd be nice to come across. If not, well, but we're gonna go. Okay, there's a really nice secluded camp spot right here on the right. There's a tent back in there, only a little bit, you can't even see it. And the prime spot here is right back in there to the right. You can get a vehicle back in there. It has its own picnic table with a fire ring. We would have taken it, but it was already occupied until this morning. A couple was trout fishing and they just left a little bit ago. So we'll get out of here and head up the hill. I think just up here the road here a little bit further is the town of Placerville, Colorado. So we'll have to pass it and continue on. Beautiful river. Telluride is 16 miles, and I think this is going to be the most brutal section. It's all fun and games now. It's not bad. But we have to climb a lot of elevation in a short period of time. Somewhere up here, I think it's going to get brutal. I'm not real worried about elevation sickness so much for myself, or I think Bella will be fine. I'm worried about Betty getting elevation sickness. Wonder how good she'll run at that elevation. Climbing. I don't think Betty's doing her best. The Bounder only has a 3-speed transmission, and it's kicked from the 3rd gear down to 2nd gear. And this part isn't all that steep, but we're doing like 27 miles an hour. I think for all the more steeper this is, she would normally be doing 25 miles an hour. She'd normally be doing a little better than this. So I think I'm feeling a little lightheaded too. I'll have to watch that. Yeah. Come on, Betty. Hanging in at 25 miles an hour. Well, I thought we'd stop here a minute. Let Betty catch her breath. There's a trail here across on the other side of the river. Now, where is it? Now down there's a trail through the trees and up through there. I think that's the old railroad bed. And there's a bridge, there's a walk bridge down there, down in there. It comes, looks like there used to be an old little camp down in here. A bunch of old timbers down there, right along the water. One of it was an old mining camp or logging camp. Don't know. There's some old, I wouldn't say they're old, but there's some places that look like they might be inns for staying, maybe for during skiing season. Yeah, and there's this old piece of hardware. Maybe it pumped something down over. Maybe it came from a spring up here and pumped water down over the hill, or maybe somehow they pumped water all the way up here. So this was a water source up here on the trail before this was a highway. Hard telling. So I have an app on my phone. It's an altimeter app. It said we're at 8,700 feet. Yeah, the Bounder doesn't seem to be running quite as good. I do feel a little fuzzy headed. Well, we can't be too much further. Coming up on 9,000 feet. That passes at 10,000. Well, Lizard Head passes at 10,200 and some feet. So we can't have too much further to go. So this is Highway 145 that runs up into Telluride, Colorado. And I think this is probably one of the last chances for gas for a while. There's I think a Conoco on the right here, and this is my last chance to get a run for it. Come on, Betty. Come on, Betty. Come on. 23 miles an hour in second gear. Come on, Betty. Cars are lining up behind us. Four cars are behind us. Come on, Betty. 26 mile an hour. Come on. I think the ski resort here is on the left. I think it's a ski and golf resort. Mountain Village. Gondola and skier parking. Tellerud Ski and Okay, did I say 90? Did I say 80 some thousand? Maybe I'm getting my thousands and hundreds mixed up. I just looked, we're now at 9,400 feet. So we got a little way, almost another 1,000 feet to go. Yeah, 800 some feet. Yeah, we gotta go from 87 to, I'm sorry, 94 to 10.2. Are you okay? Maybe Bella's feeling weird. She's kind of acting a little goofy here all of a sudden. Are you not feeling good? Yeah, I don't know if dogs, I don't know why they wouldn't. I don't know why they wouldn't also experience elevation sickness. Yeah, my head feels a little funny. Yeah, I wonder if hers does too. Are you okay? I'll just get out for a little bit and then we'll get down the other side. It's not much further. Okay? I'll be right back. So we've pulled over here at this point of interest, and from what I gather here, and you can hit the pause button if you want to read all this, but in this valley, I guess, was the first place where they generated power for commercial use. And maybe this would be better done with a camcorder where I can zoom in a little bit. But I think I see a railroad trail going across here because I read this. Where was it? Somewhere this trestle, I don't think the trestle exists anymore. This old wooden trestle, it came up the valley. It came up the valley up here, and I think the elevation is such that it had to circle around on itself to gain an elevation before it could go through the rest of the pass. And I don't see any signs of... I'm going to zoom in with the camcorder here in a minute and see if I can see anything. Again, if you want to read any of this, you can hit the pause button. But here they had one of these, what they call these, the galloping goose. I wonder where it's at. So between a big trestle, okay, looks like it also had to, well, I could replace these signs here, they're due. Looks like it also went through a tunnel. It took some doing to get that train up this pass. Okay, so they run the pass the easiest way to get across the mountains, you know, between a couple of peaks. They don't go over the peaks. So the pass is at 10,280 some, I think, is the high spot. But the peaks themselves, I read here somewhere that some of these peaks are at 14,000 feet. So that's why there's still snow way up there. But the pass takes the low spot between them. So we won't get up that high. Oh, right here's where I seen it. Yeah, Wilson's Peak is at in excess of 14,000 feet. I think that's the one all by itself out there. Way out there. Doesn't look as big, but it's further away, so I don't know. That's Sunshine Mountain at 12,930. Mount Wilson is 14,236. I don't know. Maybe it's that one there. Yeah, and here shows the railroad. Well, had to do a little zigzag here. And up to the power plant. I'm gonna go slow and keep my eyes out when we go down the highway there. See if there's anything more to see. Any remains of it. That'd be interesting. If not, we're just gonna power through and get a run for the next hill. It should be the last hill before we get up to Lizard Head Pass. And it should be all downhill from there. Where is it? Where is it? I think down there is the old railroad bed. Let's see if we can find it more up here. Not sure what I'm seeing here. I don't know if that's the highway up there. Looks like that might have been a little trestle. I don't know. It's pretty far away. That's pretty far away. But look, there's still snow in the mountains up here. I think that's going to be the last grade is going. I think that's the highway out there. I'm going to turn south and probably go between that pass has got to go through those two mountains. Yeah, I think we have to go down this last hill and across the valley and make the last run. We'll have to make a run. I think that's probably the last hill to the summit. So we're almost there. Okay, we were just, I believe we were just up there. I think that's the turnoff we was just at. We came down around and up this hill. And look how far down, look down this valley. Okay. I'm not going any closer to the edge. I'm good, okay? I'm good. Look how far down that is. Wait a minute. Where's those houses at? Look at this place way out here. Can you imagine being down in this valley in the winter time? That's a pretty nice place there. That's a dang nice place. Whoa. Sorry, this camcorder's not on a tripod. Yeah, but I don't see anything around that indicates that would show where the old railroad or the old trestle, the big loop trestle. Didn't see any signs of any remnants of it anywhere. Well, we got to get back on the road, which goes over that way, and we got to try to get a run for it. That last pass is up through there. Well, we've made it. This side of the road is at 10,280 feet, and the bounder made it. It is. It's nice downhill from here, I believe. Here's the little bit of railroad remains I did find. Well, not really remains, but here it is. This is where you can see the road across, not the main road, just across there, coming up through the woods there. You can see that trail or mountain road for biking and hiking, but that's where the old Rio Grande used to come up through across Lizard Head Pass. And there's a campground over there. I imagine to get used to the elevation, I don't know how long it takes. Maybe it happens pretty quickly. I feel all right, I guess. But yeah, snow up in the mountains. Now this is actually pretty interesting. Hit pause if you want to read this. But it'd be nice if there was remains like of the old shack and the old, I don't know what that was for. Probably a place for the train to stop up here that was out of the snow. I don't know. But interesting stuff here. And this galloping goose, I guess after a while, after the mining boom, the train didn't run anymore, and they switched to the galloping goose just to deliver a few passengers in the mail over the pass. But how cool is that thing? I wish I had one. I think that's probably the highlight of the video, was conquering Lizard Head Pass at 10,280 feet. I think we're going to head back down the other side a little ways, get back down below 8,000 or around 7,000 feet, and see about finding a place to camp. I don't know if we're going to head all the way down into Cortez yet today or in the morning, but we're going to get down the other side. It was an interesting day. I enjoyed it. Not scenic and a challenge for the bounder. She made it. She did good. She can have a break and just coast down the other side. Thanks for coming along today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And anything else? Nope. I'll see you next time.